It's your life.
Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, depending on where in the world you are. My name is Kalpana Jaswa, and today I am going to do Malaysian noodle soup, which is called Laksa noodle soup. I have to first thank Amul for giving me this opportunity one more time. Quick story on why I decided on this recipe. I was in Japan recently and I really enjoyed the soba noodle soup in Japan. And then I said, oh my God, I should share this recipe with everyone. And while I was researching, I came across Laksa noodle soup, which although I'm into cooking, I had not known. So for the last 20 days, I've been practicing and researching on Laksa noodle soup, which I think is going to be amazing, spicy, warm on a winter day. Okay, so soba noodle soup in the future, but Laksa noodle soup today. Let's go for it. All right. So this is a Malaysian recipe, and we have to make a paste first, and then we have to fry the paste, and then we add the stock and the coconut milk, and we boil all the vegetables, and we serve it with some fresh noodles. So we are going to start here. First of all, I'll show you the ingredients for the paste. Okay, so the paste has almost a cup of a shallot. This is a shallot. So we have this, I chopped it ahead of time. We have some green chili and we have some red chili. We have some lemongrass. I think everyone's familiar with lemongrass, right? Chai ki patti. This one. I took the stalk of it and chopped it up. I'll show it to you in a little bit how it looks. This is whole coriander seeds. This is cumin, roasted cumin powder. There is some ginger and some fresh turmeric. So we are going to quickly blend this and start with our Laksa noodle soup. In the meanwhile, I have a few other things prepared here. While I'm blending it, you might want to look at it as to what I have here. There is one thing I want to say. I wanted to cook right here, but my range broke down this morning right here. So I have to turn around and do it. So pardon me for that. So I'm going to put everything in the blender here, which I have ready. We're going to throw everything in here. It's a small blender. Don't add water. If you add water, it gets very difficult to saute it. When you are sauteing it, it becomes very, very difficult. Okay? So we are going to add about 1 tablespoon of ginger and a small piece of fresh turmeric. We are going to put 2 Thai green chilies and a red chili. We are going to put like a teaspoon of coriander, whole coriander or dhania. We are going to add just like a 1/4 teaspoon of cumin powder, and we are going to add this chopped lemongrass stalk. Okay, and I'm going to add it here and I'm going to blend it real quick. Quickly, my stock cutting up. Here's my stock cutting. This is a beautiful blender. It's a dry, wet bouillon. We are going to blend it really fine. It will take just a few minutes. grass makes it so our paste is almost ready. I am going to have to fry this, and I'm going to fry it in this little wok. It's not the prettiest looking wok, but it's beautiful for this particular dish. I'm going to take a tablespoon of oil, okay, maybe a little more. And while we are frying it, I will also add the bottle of stock I got. Okay, I'll show it to you. Okay, this is ready. We are going to fry this just like we do for Indian curries or Thai curries. You know, it's very similar. And we are going to blend this. Sorry, this is turning around, but no choice today. Hope you are all getting ready for the holidays. That's why I wore a Christmas apron. You know, this particular blender I have is an amazing blender. I'm going to switch it to the dry grind, okay? It's not grinding it the way I want it. It's not making it smooth. It has got 2 cups, so I'm going to switch it to the next one, which I think will blend it better. Perfect. So, here I'm going to add this. See, if you blend it in a food processor, it's all right, but it may not make it very, very fine. And if you blend it in a blender, you have to add water. And that's not good because then it will take a longer time to fry. So it's better to fry in something like this. In an American kitchen, I have a lot of Indian things, including the pakkad. So I'm going to nicely, it's going to take about 10 minutes to do this. So we are going to take 10 minutes while this is slowly roasting, okay? In the meanwhile, I'm going to show you all the vegetables we are going to add in this dish. I'm going to move this tray aside, okay? Here we come. So, I have already toasted the tofu and kept it. I had taken extra firm tofu, put it between 2 sheets of paper, drained the water, cut it into small cubes and sauteed it in a little bit of oil. I have some broccoli, I have some brinjal or eggplant, I have some zucchini, which we are going to chop up really quick while this is getting stirred. Okay? This is a beautiful dish and I think it will be a pleasure to have it on a cold day. Real joy. So the broccoli is already cut. Okay, it's about a cup of broccoli. Here is a cup. We'll take a cup of broccoli. Okay, so that is ready. It's a cup. Okay, I'm going to have this eggplant. I'm going to cut it into small pieces. So what I realized while I was researching is that Burmese food, Thai food, Malaysian food, Singaporean food are very close to each other. You know, you eat khao suey, you eat Thai curry and rice, you eat Singaporean noodles, and you have the Malaysian laksa soup. They are all very similar. This is a zucchini. The only thing is, you can even buy a ready laksa paste, actually. I wanted to let you know. Okay? Or you can use even a Thai curry paste. But it will be slightly different. But this is original, authentic laksa. Okay? Alright. This is still stirring. We have to stir it till it gets a nice aroma. Okay? And a flavor. We have already chopped our vegetables. I think everybody is familiar with vegetable stock. So we get ready vegetable stock in a carton, which I think we get it in India also. You can make your own vegetable stock. Just boil carrots and cabbage and turnips and potato and cauliflower and beans and everything together. Boil it and then get the water out, and that is the vegetable stock. Just strain it. Or we get this ready broth here, where you add a teaspoon to a cup of water and it makes a ready broth. Today I'm going to use this. Okay? So I just wanted to show you this broth. This is getting done really nicely and quickly. Don't rush to whenever you fry the paste. Not only in Malaysian cooking, also in Thai cooking, also in our Indian, North Indian cooking, it has to be, if you don't burn it and don't undercook it, because then you don't get that real flavor, the fragrance, the aroma and the flavor. This is almost getting done. Okay. So I've done everything in this one pot today. Before you all came on board, I sauteed the tofu in here and kept it here. Okay. In the same pot, I'm making the curry. And I'll tell you something else I've made in this pot today. Everything is done in this one little wok. This is served with noodles. And you can serve any kind of noodles, but preferably rice noodles. You can serve thin or thicker variety of rice noodles. Today I have the thicker variety of rice noodles. I think we need a little bit more oil, and I'm going to put a little bit more oil in this. It is nicely roasted, cooked. I'm getting very nice fresh aromas of this. So now I want to show you that I am going to add a teaspoon of this in 2 cups of water. Okay, so I'm going to take 2 cups of water. I'm going to add it to this curry paste. 1 and 2. I'm going to add 2 teaspoons of the bouillon, the vegetable broth paste. Okay, this is half a teaspoon, so I have to add more. I'm heaping it so it will come to 2 teaspoons and give a nice flavor, and we are done. So this is our vegetable stock cooking with the fragrant laksa paste. To this we are going to add coconut milk. So I have half cup. This is the coconut milk I'm using. This is from actually Thailand, but it's damn good. A friend of mine gets it. So I already have half a cup. But sometimes you need a little bit more coconut milk, so I've kept this ready. Okay, I'm going to add it to this. You stir it nicely. The coconut milk that I've added is very light. So I think I'm going to add some more of this coconut milk because let's see how it goes. Also, we must add the lemongrass stalk. This adds a lot of flavor. Alright? Malaysian cooking, laksa curry doesn't have kaffir lime like Thai curry does. Okay, this is different. And before we eat, we remove these leaves. Some more coconut milk just to get a little bit more flavor. I'm going to add a teaspoon of salt. You might want to write down the measurements as I'm telling you. I'll repeat all the measurements again, and if you want to make a note of it and write them down, you can. While this is happening, as it is boiling, let me give you the measurements for the paste. You take 1 shallot, 1 tablespoon of chopped ginger, 2 teaspoons of green turmeric, 2 green chilies, 1 red chili, 1 teaspoon of roasted coriander, 1/4 teaspoon of roasted cumin seeds, and 2 tablespoons of stock, lemongrass stock, okay, and blend it. So please write it. While this is boiling, I'm going to add the vegetable now. As it boils, I'm going to add the broccoli. You're not here, but it smells lovely, beautiful. So I'm going to put the broccoli stems. So together, we'll take about 10 minutes to cook the vegetables. Alright? It's pretty fast if you've done all your prep. In about a couple of minutes, I will put in the eggplant, the brinjal, and the zucchini. I'm going to gather it all in this bowl. We'll add the zucchini and the eggplant together. I have a Facebook page called Kalpana's Kitchen. I also have a website, Kalpana's Kitchen. I also have an Instagram page. Follow me, make this recipe, and message me on Messenger and let me know how you find it. I think it's going to be delicious. So here this is cooking. This is the first time I got into Malaysian cooking. I think I'm going to explore it more now. We are going to add zucchini and eggplant now. Okay. Let it cook. I'm going to take a little bit of water from this so we don't waste the paste and everything that we have in here. And add it to this. Could have added water right in the beginning, but that's okay. This is cooking. While this is cooking, I'm going to shut this for a faster cooking time. I'm going to show you how we are going to close this dish. Now, I had the noodles. These are the noodles I have used. They are the rice noodles. They are the flat and the thicker variety. I've already pre-boiled and cooked them and kept them ready. So we don't spend too much time on this because we only have half an hour for this. And you see, you only can cook them for like 4 or 5 minutes. Immediately run it under cold water and then add a little oil so all they stay separate and they don't become a clump. They don't stick together. Okay? So this I've kept it ready. The tofu is ready. I'm going to add the tofu right now to the curry while it is cooking so it can absorb all the flavor. Okay. So beautiful curry is cooking away. It'll be ready very soon. I hope I added the salt to this. Add a teaspoon of salt, I said. Okay. Let it cook. Beautiful. Also for the topping, I had taken some mung sprouts and blanched them and kept them ready. So, you know, these were blanched for like 2 minutes in hot water and strained it. So we have the noodles and this. You can add either lemon or you can add lime. I think they prefer lime over lemon, but lemon is okay too. So we are going to add some lemon. You add a little bit of sugar to taste when the curry is done, and I think it will be all set. Since I forgot to get the sugar ready, you are going to have a peek in my masala cabinet. Here is my sugar, which I'll be adding. About a tablespoon. Alright? You can add less sugar, no sugar, as you please. These vegetables will take just a little bit of time to cook. Takes about 10 to 15 minutes for the vegetables to cook. In the meanwhile, if anybody has any questions, you can ask me. It's kind of late in India, so, you know, I don't know if you're in a mood for questions. And those here in the US or other countries, if you have any questions, you can please ask me. I've done 5 shows earlier on Amul. You might want to check them out. Those were nice recipes. I'm very pleased with those recipes. So,
is the coconut milk sweet or unsweetened? Asks Shanti Mathan.
Unsweetened. Unsweetened.
And Kavita Malviya asks, which noodle brand do you use?
I'll show you the noodle brand. The noodle brand is the Flying Horse. There is also something called Yunnan noodle brand. So these are available in the local Asian markets. I got it from Ranch 99. In India, in Bombay and all, I know Food Hall has these.
Okay. Neeta Ganpati is asking, what is the base for the lemongrass stock?
What is the base for the lemongrass stock? Oh, no, I don't understand the question. The lemongrass should be bought with the root. Okay? I want to show it to you if I have it here. You pick up the lemongrass, you pull it. I have chopped it up, and you take the very bottom of it, and you chop it up and use it to blend. That's where all the flavor is. It's like the root of the lemongrass. The curry is almost ready. If you think it looks tempting, and if you live close by, you are welcome to come, because we are going to have this noodle soup ready with piping hot noodles, and it's going to be yum.
So Shanti is saying it's not stock, it's just chopped up lemongrass, correct?
No, it is the stalk of the lemongrass.
It is STALK,
STALK.
not the stock.
No, not STOCK. It's STALK.
Okay.
Okay, it will just take a couple more minutes. This is, those who do Thai cooking, you will find it similar, but it's still different. It's still different. Those who make Burmese food like khao sui and all, it is similar, but still different. Okay, it's almost ready. I'm going to let it cook for just a couple of minutes and then I'm going to plate it. Well, I think Amul, I have to say something about Amul. These shows have been going on for over 2 years now since COVID started. And what an initiative it is. And then we have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of recipes that we can look up on Amul website. And I think we should all take advantage of that. Because Amul is doing a great job in promoting vegetarian food and pure vegetarian cheeses all over. So once again, I want to thank Amul for everything they are doing. Provide good food to people, to keep chefs busy. Those who don't cook but still watch entertainment. So we only have a couple of minutes. I'm going to take it off. It is done. I'm just checking if the zucchini is done. Yeah, it's all done. Okay. I have a bowl in which I'm going to plate it. We are going to take the noodles here and put them on the side very beautifully. Some people even prefer to just throw the noodles in the soup, but I think this looks prettier. Okay. I'm going to squeeze a little lemon juice here. Add the sugar. I'm going to add only half of it, not all of it. See how lemony you like it. Last minute, 1 minute. I'm going to get some coriander leaves which are all washed and kept ready right here. Okay, I'm going to pluck the leaves. Thank you all for coming to the Amul Facebook Live and for watching this show. Hope you like the noodle soup, the laksa vegetable and tofu noodle soup. You can add any vegetables you like. You can add spinach, you can add some pumpkin, you can do whatever you want actually. But this is what I decided to do today. I'm going to take the noodle soup and I'm going to plate it. See, I think it looks delicious. I hope you feel that. You top it with the bean sprouts, and some fresh coriander. Here is the Malaysian Laksa noodle soup. Thank you. Please make it. Let me know if you like it. It's delicious. And honestly, if you are close by, come on over. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.